and both liches behind the hills for safety. I've indeed charged the direwolves with my chariots and moved my other chariots and scorpions on the left-hand side of the table into position to attack the Blood Knights in my following turn after the chariots move through and overrun to wipe out the Blood Knights. So things going very much according to plan. Next picture, you see a better view of what's going on. The chariots hitting the direwolves, wiping them out, able to overrun into the Blood Knights, and of course the Tomb Scorpions have now moved into range of the Blood Knights. The Blood Knights will not be able to charge me in the following turn because they'll be fighting a round of combat with the chariots, if you guys can see how that works. In the next picture, that is indeed what happens. In his turn, he charges into the chariots with his zombies, and the vampire character in that unit of Blood Knights decides to use Raise Dead to bring up a unit of zombies over here. Again, I'm not too sure why he's put them there. I mean, he could put them in front of my chariot to roadblock them. Instead, he's decided to put them into a position where he can flank charge me in his turn afterwards. But they're really just zombies, and if he flank charges me, that'll actually give me more combat rest. So again, a mistake. I felt like my opponent here may be a bit nervous under the pressure of facing my list in the tournament situation, but it seems like a few mistakes have been made already, some serious ones. Next picture, over the right-hand side of the battlefield, his Fellbats have charged into my Carrion, fighting a combat round against them. So that'll allow me to charge back at him with my own chariots. And I've used my Magic Phase to get my unit of Skeleton Warriors into combat with his Skeleton Warriors. His Skeleton Warriors unit features a Vampire, but mine features a Tomb Prince. So it's fairly evenly matched there, but there's also a single Fellbat involved in that combat. What had happened here is that I charged forward, hit the unit of Fellbats, not wipe them out in a single turn, and he's countercharged with his guys. In the background, the Black Knights are gearing up for a countercharge too, but they are blocked by a unit of Zombies and Skeleton Warriors. In the middle of the field, the Zombie Dragon's still fighting against Ray's Tomb Guard Champion while I try and smite him to death with my Killing Blow. Nothing really going on there, but before long I'm going to be able to get flank charges off from the Zombie Dragon and so forth and really clean him up. And once he goes down, that's going to be it for the Vampire Count's army. In the background, Blood Knights and Zombies fighting each other. In fact, we'll go to the next photo where it's my turn 3, I believe. And the Zombie Dragon has been destroyed. The Vampire Lord has been reduced to a single wound. The Tomb King has taken a wound, but really that's it. Once the Zombie Dragon's gone down, he's not going to be able to continue with combat res. The Tomb Prince still hacking away at the skeletons, losing round after round, but the banner of Undying Legion bringing back the Skeleton Warriors to compete against the Vampire Count. And in the background there, my opponent, having lost 3 Blood Knights so far to Scorpions and impact hit charges, I've moved in a unit of Light Cavalry as well to assist in this combat, because Light Cavalry obviously going to be very good at getting wounds off the zombies and really doing well in this combat, just hacking left and right. Obviously this Blood Knight's able to get some attacks back. The Scorpion managing to Killing Blow a Vampire Count on the horse there, leading the Blood Knight. So things are really just falling to the palm of my hands here. Couldn't be more happy with the way things are going. Next image shows you the chariots here attacking the Fellbats and wiping them out. We've already seen a similar image to this. So what I'm going to do is go to the next one where you can actually see a close-up of the critical combat. Well, not such with the critical combat, but the second most important combat here where the Vampire Count is still alive. This is his last moment before that clipper you can see there on the Tomb Scorpion snips his head off and really secures the combat for the Tomb King, shall we say. Next image, the Tomb King himself has destroyed the Vampire Lord in combat, resulting in a round of crumbling for the entire Undead army, Vampire Count's army. The Tomb Prince, his son there, has managed to hold out against the Vampire in that particular combat, and getting low on skeletons at this point, but at this point I can actually use my superior magic to raise them back again. In the background, my unit of chariots has charged his Black Knights after wiping out a unit of skeletons and overrunning. When I said skeletons there, I meant zombies. Next photo, you can see in a bit more detail what's going on. All of the units on the right-hand side of the photo have been removed as casualties. You can see here next to us black dice. In the far background, we've got Scorpions mopping up zombies. The chariots in the far background too have captured a Blood Knight's banner. The Black Knights have been attacked by the chariots, but it's really relatively evenly matched combat. I've raised out a truckload of skeletons in the middle, fighting against his skeletons, and managing to actually kill his vampire in close combat there, thanks to me healing my prince and him just getting his wounds sucked down by the constant great weapon going off in his face. And that is essentially it, guys, for the game. It turned out to be a 20-0 victory to me, as you can expect. Barely lost any troops, and I managed to totally wipe every single model that he had off the table. which was fortunate, except possibly the Black Knights. Can't really remember whether I managed to pick them up or not. But really happy with the success of this game, allowing me to rebound into the tournament after my tragic loss in Game 1. Thanks for checking it out.